Hello everyone and welcome to EduTab. In this video, I'm going to provide you with the complete information about the EPFO Assistant Provident Fund Commissioner examination, which is going to be conducted by Union Public Service Commission. As this examination is not a very frequent one and we do not get to see regular notifications or conductions of this exam, and therefore there's a lot of confusion in the minds of students about what is the eligibility criteria or what are the educational qualifications required for this exam, what is the syllabus or the pattern of this exam. So all these questions I'm going to answer in this one video. Before starting with the video, again, I know that the previous year's questions paper of this exam are not readily available in the market, not easily available in the market, but we all know that before starting preparation for any exam, you must have a good idea about the previously asked questions in those examinations. So the EduTab has collated all the previous year's question papers of the APFC examination, and you can download all these papers from 2002, 2004, 2012 and 2015. In the description box, there's a link given. You go to that link and you can download all these question papers and you can go and have a look at them, and you can gauge the types and the number of questions which are asked in this examination. Okay, so do not waste this opportunity. If you have not yet decided to prepare for the APFC exam, you can go and check out these question papers, and then you can make out if you are prepared or if you should prepare for this exam or not, right? So now first of all, let us talk about this latest update about these examinations, because many of you might be wondering, and many of you might be angrily wondering that why we are coming up with this video about the EPFC exam and the notification is not yet out. But the latest update from an RTI which was filed by us, the reply has come, and the reply basically says that about 160 vacancies for the direct recruitment of APFC post are vacant, and these vacancies have been sent to the UPSC Commission, and the Commission is under the process. They are under the process for conducting this examination, and these vacancies 160, they are subject to change. Obviously they are not the final vacancies. These are the requisition vacancies which have been sent to the UPSC. So obviously these vacancies, may increase in the future by the time this examination is conducted by UPSC, right? So again, a good number of vacancies is there, and there's a good opportunity for many of us aspirants who can prepare for this exam. But if you want to decide and if you want to know whether you should prepare for this exam or not, you must have a good idea about this examination. First of all, if we talk about the eligibility criteria, the citizenship criteria is there. You have to be a citizen of India or a citizen of Nepal or Bhutan, and even Tibetan refugees who came to India before 1st of January 1962, they are also eligible for this examination if they have an intention for permanently settling in our country. In addition to this, if we talk about the age limits, the age limit is maximum of 35 years for the open category. If you belong to the SC or ST category, scheduled caste or scheduled tribe category, you get a 5 years relaxation. So the 40 year is the age limit. 3 years for the OPC category candidates, 5 years for the ex-servicemen and commissioned officers, 5 additional years are given to central government and EPFO employees, okay, and 10 additional years are given to people who are physically handicapped or specially challenged, okay. So again, for most of us candidates, the age limit will be 35, and according to the category you belong to, the age limit can be more than 35 also. Next up, educational qualification, what is required? So the essential qualification which is required and the desirable qualification, first of all, is the graduation degree you must have from a recognized university or equivalent. So any kind of a graduation degree you have, that is the essential educational qualification that you must have for this post. And in addition to this, it is desirable that you have a kind of a diploma or a course in company law or labor laws or in public administration. And even if you have experience in these fields, that experience is also going to count in the final examination, okay. So again, this is again desirable. This is not the essential one. So if you do not have a course or a diploma in company law or labor law or public administration, you need not worry. This is only an additional desirable qualification. If you don't have this qualification, still you can get selected on the basis of the performance that you do in the exam itself. Next up is the stages and pattern of APFC exam. If we first of all talk about the pattern of the exam, there are two different stages. First one is your recruitment test and the second one is interview. In the recruitment test, it is going to be an objective kind of a paper in pen and paper mode, in offline mode, not in online mode, and the total duration of the exam will be of 2 hours. Total marks will be around 100 marks, and total questions, the total questions which will be asked, it will be about 120 questions. So 120 questions and the total marks will be about 100, and the negative marking is 1/3, right? So again, once the final notification is out, you might know if there is a change in the number of marks or not, but the questions that we expect to be there in the examination will be 120 questions only. So you have 120 minutes to answer 120 questions, and the negative marking will again be only 1/3. The marks allotted to one question, to each question, that mark can change, okay? And then there is interview. Interview will be a kind of a personality test, and total marks of the interview will be around 100. Minimum marks are allocated according to the category, because on unreserved category you get minimum 50 marks, OBCs get minimum 45 marks, scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, and physically handicapped candidates, they must score minimum 40 marks in this particular category, right? So if we talk about recruitment test and interview, you are going to score some marks in recruitment test, you are going to score some marks in interview as well, but the weightage which will be given to these two stages for the calculation of final marks and final merit list, that weightage is 3:1, right? So 75% weightage for the recruitment test and 25% weightage for the interview marks. So whatever marks you score in the recruitment test, multiplied by 3 and add the marks of the interview, and then the final score will be your score, which will be counted for the merit list, okay? So this is the stage objective paper, and then directly if you qualify the objective paper, then you will be given the then you will have to give the interview, okay? So what is the syllabus for the APFC examination? What are the subjects which are going to be there in the recruitment test? If we talk about the syllabus, I have divided all the components into 3 different verticals. First one is the GS vertical. Here you are going to be asked questions about Indian culture, heritage and freedom movement. So basically modern Indian history, the freedom struggle of our country, and the medieval and ancient history with art and culture. Basically the architecture, temple architecture, or the paintings or the dance styles which are there in our country. Okay. Next is your Indian economy, basic knowledge about the macro economy of our country, the various terms associated with the fiscal policy or the monetary policy, and then your banking institutions, the banking framework that is there, the primary and secondary markets, and especially how the employment and the labor sector works in our Indian economy. That is very important part that you will have to study, right? After that, governance and Indian constitution, a very important topic. Indian constitution, the various articles, the various important provisions which are there, mainly the directive principles of state policy and the fundamental rights, and the provisions related to the labor welfare, all these important articles from the Indian constitution, as well as the governance. Next, population development and globalization. About the Indian population and the world population, you will be asked various things related to the demographics of our country. And then development, basically human development and the developmental processes, and globalization. What is globalization, the impact and its influence on the Indian society and economy, that is going to be there. Next is general science, basic physics, chemistry and biology that is there in up to class 12th. That is asked in this particular examinations. The questions are not very difficult. That is why it is named general science, related to basic everyday chemistry or the everyday physics that we encounter in our lives. Next is knowledge of computer applications, knowledge about the softwares, knowledge about the operation of a simple computer system, that is going to be there. Knowledge about viruses, ransomware and the malicious softwares, and then current affairs, the basic developments that are happening around you at the national or international level. Questions will be asked from that also. So a great weightage is there for the GS subjects. Out of 120 questions, a lot of questions will be asked from the GS portion. Next is the portion which is customized for the APFC examination, which is industrial relations and labor laws. So IR and labor laws are very important topics. Questions are expected to be seen in any of the examination for the posts in the EPFO, the Employees Provident Fund Organization. So obviously you are expected to be aware about the labor laws and the industrial relations. Next is accountancy and auditing. The basic principles of accountancy will be there. The auditing will be there. Insurance, concepts related to insurance, the basic terms which are related to the insurance sector, and the social security initiatives and schemes for the vulnerable sections of the population, especially the labor class, the workforce of the country, then the women, the children, the elderly, the physically challenged, all these people, the social security schemes which have been which are there for them. You will be asked the questions from that. Next is the next vertical, which is about the aptitude test. General English and general mental ability and statistics. So general English, you must have knowledge about English grammar, English comprehension, and then general mental ability, which includes your mathematical skills, your quantitative aptitude, and next is your statistics also. So basic statistical terms like median, mode, deviation, covariance, etc., they will also be there. So again, the syllabus is quite vast, because obviously the exam is a quite prestigious one. The job profile that is there is quite prestigious one. So you have your task cut out for this examination, and I hope you will be reading all these different subjects from very reliable sources and be preparing for the APFC examination. So this is all from my side in this video, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy this video, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can also join our Telegram channel, the link for which is available in the description box given below. And if you have any doubts or queries related to the APFC exam, you can always contact us at 8146207241 and write a mail at hello@edutab.co.in. So this is all from my side in this session. Keep on studying, keep on reading, and keep on growing. Jai Hind and Jai Bharat.